Hello, I'm the Resolute Cartographer, and this is the 21st video in my Mass Effect Andromeda series. In the last video, we helped the Asari Ark get to the Nexus, we did a little bit of stuff on the Nexus, and now we're back here in Kadara Port, where we're going to be hunting down evidence that potentially one of the members of the Nexus staff is a traitor. So, why don't we go ahead and get down to the planet's surface. So let's get over to this little transit console, and get down to the slums. Huh. Interesting surrounding here. I have to wonder if that symbol on those banners is for the outcasts or if it's for Kadara Port.
A city under a city.
At the center is Tartarus, a nightclub.
Okay. Let's see. Is it in? Yeah, it might be in the club that we need to go. Let's see. Oh, maybe not.
Only for
Or
the cheap stuff. Fuck off. This one's ours.
Yep, my mistake. Enjoy. Asshole.
okay, I'm gonna have to start this again.
Fuck off. I said fuck off.
Okay, well, maybe it's actually in the nightclub though. Let's see.
I give it 10 minutes before we get knifed.
I do have to wonder if they can see the scanner going. We got a data pad. Report, mineral survey. Dirk, based on the latest data, I suggest investing in barite. The market's going to be flooded with sulfur, and when the mining starts, barite's the perfect weighing agent. If you want to collect samples, there's a deposit in Droller. Well, we'll maybe look into that too. Anyway, though, Dirk.
Want to make some easy credits?
Only if it's legal.
Of course. As you may know, Kadara's most valuable trade is scrap and resources stolen from the Nexus. But that well's running dry.
I'm not stealing for you.
Not my goal. My focus is resources native to Andromeda. I have it on good authority there's a large barite deposit in Droller. Barite's going to be big.
You don't say.
I sent a surveyor to check it out, but he hasn't returned. All I need from you is peace of mind.
Send me his last nav point. I'll check on it.
Much appreciated.
It's kind of crazy to think that, like, right now, all these people that are all around us are basically on the ground floor of anything that's going to be anything here in Andromeda. Looks like there's... oh, no missions up above us? Okay, there's a staircase. Kadara.
What's your poison?
I'm not picky.
My kind of customer. First round's on me. You're more reputable than my usual clientele.
What was it like after leaving the Nexus?
Oh, it was lovely. One big, smelly mutineer party.
Your sarcasm survived the trip.
What can I say? It sucked. We had limited supplies and nowhere to go. Kadara's paradise in comparison, even with the shite water.
Your bar has a unique design. Something tells me these cages aren't just decorative.
They're for your protection as much as ours. Trust me, my employees can take care of themselves.
Guessing you had issues?
Outlaws and pirates aren't known for their manners. Some customers got rowdy and ended up losing fingers. The bars won't stop a bullet, but it's a clear warning to keep your hands to yourself.
The outcasts or the collective giving you any trouble?
Not really. They tend to shoot each other in remote places, where no one's looking. That won't last forever. All it takes is one wrong move and things get ugly.
What will you do then?
Board up the place, hold out till the smoke clears.
I'll let you get back to it.
Never enough drinks to pour.
Alright, that was interesting. Let's see what we find upstairs. I like that we just moved to a new galaxy and already we got cage dancers. Let's see, where is this? Oh, here we go. Cassandra Werner.
Sorry, if you're looking for a dance, I'm off the clock.
Is this what you came all the way here for? Living in a place like this?
had to get away from my crazy family in the Milky Way.
Oh!
My brother, Conrad, well, he's a couple of quarts low on EZO, if you know what I
Holy
mean.
crap.
But now I'm here, and it's great. That Sloane Kelly, I want to be just like her. That attitude.
Oh
her
my
accent.
gosh.
She's like, hey, you bastard, lick my boots, kiss my ring, and then my bum. I want to work for her, learn the ropes. Then call up my brother Conrad and be all, see, idiot, you're not the only one in the family hanging out with famous people.
Oh my.
Right. Good luck with that.
Wow. Okay, so if you don't remember Conrad from the Mass Effect trilogy, he was the guy that tried to pretend to be Shepard and like try to just be around him all the time, or her, regardless. And now, here we are in the Andromeda sister with his sister who thinks he's crazy, but is doing the exact same thing with Sloane Kelly. Okay, all Tartarus staff, upstairs private room is now occupied, so you'll have to find a new place to nap. Tab is under Vidal. Oh, okay, so I guess Vidal hangs out here. Let's see, can I go out here? Is this another room? Yeah, that's outside. I think there's another couple missions here. Let's see.
Tell her to call later.
There he is.
And leave the bottle.
Okay.
Ryder, glad you're here. I'm sure you've heard about the murders.
There's a fresh body outside Crawlers. Some of the locals say it's the charlatan's handiwork.
I don't buy it. The charlatan is discreet, careful. Whoever did this wanted the bodies found.
Making a statement.
But to who?
The killer could be unhappy with how Sloane's running things.
Less than a third of the victims are outcasts. No. If I was a betting man, and I am, I'd say it was the Rokar.
Why would Rokar be in Kadara port?
It's Angaran built, and before Sloane, Angaran run. I think the Rokar came here looking for new recruits, and things got out of hand.
And the Angara victims? How do they fit into your theory?
I did some digging. All of the deceased Angara were public Milky Way sympathizers.
So the victims either were from the Milky Way,
Or supported us. It's the only pattern I could find.
an Angaran port run by aliens would be a prime target for their cause.
Problem is, I've got no proof. And the Resistance doesn't want to antagonize the Rokar.
Guessing that's where I come in.
I need that fancy AI of yours to scan for evidence that could implicate the Rokar. People are scared, Ryder. This is your opportunity to win friends in Kadara Port.
Looks like I'm adding detective to my growing list of titles.
Detectives find things, and you're...
A pathfinder. Yeah, I got it.
One of the crime scenes isn't far. Give me a call when you get there.
Alright. Yep, terminal. Thanks to Kian Dogger from Reyes Vidal. Thanks for the terminal and the room. As always, you're a king among men, Reyes. King among men? Hardly. It's not like I gave you the room for free, but you're welcome all the same. See you for drinks later. Job for you. To Reyes Vidal from Lachlan Faulkner. Mr. Vidal, word around Kadara Port is you're a man who can acquire and deliver items quickly and discreetly. I have need of such a man. Write me back if you're interested. Lachlan. I'm sure we can work something out. Meet me at Crawlers tomorrow night. I like to meet my clients face to face. Until then, please don't send any details through mail. I make it a practice not to leave a paper trail. Vidal. Okay. I think we're done in here now. Although, I thought that there was another mission here. It must be somewhere else. Is there another... Yeah, it looks like there's more to this area than just the nightclub.
They're living in shipping containers?
Yeah, here we go.
Think it will scar?
You look well enough. My patients are usually leaking from somewhere.
No leaking here. Just seeing all Kadara has to offer.
A tourist, huh?
Pathfinder, actually.
One survived. Could have used you when we got to Helios. Dr. Ryota Nakamoto. I used to work as the outcast's physician. Quit after Sloane turned what should have been a medical breakthrough into a drug.
I thought she was supposed to be a woman of the people.
She's whatever she needs to be to stay in power. When we arrived on Kadara, I found a local string of bacteria that shares properties with penicillin.
Quite the find.
It was, until I discovered the drug is addictive and induces hallucinations in large doses. I took my concerns to Sloan. All she saw was an opportunity to make a profit, called the drug Oblivion. But beyond stealing back my formula, there's no way to stop her.
So let's steal the formula.
Are you crazy? It's heavily guarded. I'm a doctor. I don't know how to fight.
You don't have to. We'll handle this.
The formula's in my old lab. Please don't get killed trying to fix my mistake.
So one thing there real quick. Penicillin is a fungus. It's from a mold, actually. That's how it became an antibiotic. It fights bacteria. It's not a bacteria. Anyway, though, container. Always got to steal from those who have less than I do. Let's see. It's like a perverse version of Robin Hood. I steal from the poor and give to myself. Now then, let's see. What do we got over here? Find out what happened to Clement on Kadara. Oh, right. Okay. Well, are we actually done in this little area? I think so. It's just funny to think about all the time you steal from, like, apartments when you're, like, effectively looting them, or walking through this slum and grabbing stuff out of containers.
If you're thinking of heading into the Badlands, well, you may never come back.
What do you know about the situation out there?
You might say I'm warden of the Badlands. It's not a place for tourists. Tough beyond these walls.
What does tough look like?
A graveyard of people who are either dead or soon will be. Badlands are Kadara's dumping ground. Like a giant prison. When you're too nasty for even this place, we kick you out there.
You mean exiles who get exiled?
Yep. Worst of the worst. And some of them want to be there. Got secrets to hide, I guess. The water's toxic. Sulfur springs are everywhere. Have a nasty habit of catching fire. Yeah. So have at it. Knock yourself out.
I'm looking for a Remy Tamayo. Any idea where I might find her?
Tamayo. Oh, yeah. She's the one who kept insisting she's innocent.
She is innocent. The outcast collecting the fees made a mistake. Remy paid up.
Well, shit. That's never happened before.
Not here to point fingers. I just want to find her.
Look at you, playing the hero. Last time I saw your girl, she was talking with Johan and his crew. Nasty bunch. I'll send you the nav point to their last known location. Prepare for a fight.
Alright.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Look, there's a monolith.
It'd be pretty if not for the burning water, and the exiles, and the smell.
We're now at 2% viability. Woo! Alright. Let's check the terminal here. Forward station protocol engaged. Habitat 4, dubbed Kadara, does not match initiative pre-flight profiles. Advanced predictives are no longer applicable. Parameters require 88% rework. Known. Habitat 4, Kadara, discovered attributed to Ayako Makoto. AI exogeology. Orbital data on board. Spectrographic profiles working. Geosounding working. Alert sulfide levels in water are extremely high. Until water is potable, outpost deployment not advised. More data needed. Additional forward station coordination required. Okay, well, now we get to the point where it's like the series of videos like we did on Vold, where it was Ket, then the Vault, then everything else. Again, though, just like with Havarl, there don't seem to be Ket here. They seem to have wiped them out, or at least for the most part.
Alright, Sam. Show me what we've got.
Kadara's water is dense with sulfide minerals, the oxidation of which produces toxic streams and lakes.
Never liked swimming much anyways.
That is fortunate. Even the Nomad's shields cannot withstand the water's corrosive properties. The presence of monoliths suggests a vault that might reduce the acidity. However, outlaws, pirates, and other unsavory exiles inhabit Kadara's hills. The further you travel from the mountain, the more dangerous it will become.
Good to know. Let's get out there.
Okay, we are here for one thing first, and that is to look for dirt.
The water's on fire. That's not natural, right?
An exothermic reaction from the sulfuric acid coming in contact with water in the atmosphere.
Anyway, the one thing we're really here for is digging up dirt on Spender. And that's going to take us... Is that really it right there? Wow, okay. Well, I guess we're going to have to find our way there. Let's aim for this right here, this forward drop point. I think we're going to follow this around, hopefully, something like that. We'll see, of course.
So, Cora, I know, all right. I shouldn't have put my faith in Sarissa. I should have remembered she's just as fallible as me, but I didn't. Happy now? I'll be happier when you've shot something. You and me both.
I'm not even going to stop to pick up new quests or anything like that.
The exiles have quite a setup over there. Won't be happy to see us.
I don't think that even hurt them. No. It was just fun to bowl them over and have them kind of ragdoll a bit. The whole point of what we're doing right now, though...
Wind farm?
Must be how they power Kadara Port.
Those turbines look just stupid. I mean, they don't look like they really produce any proper torque. And without that, how do you generate any power?
Heads up. Those exiles won't be on our side.
Ooh. I was afraid that the acid in the water there was going to destroy the tires or something. I don't know. Is this the right way? Let's take a look at the map. Okay, yeah, good. This is a really interesting environment here.
This technology is not registered to either of Kadara's factions, Pathfinder.
Take a look at the map again. There's so many forks in the road. Okay, yeah. Or at least there feel like there are a lot of forks in the road. Looks like there actually haven't been that many.
Hey, Scudder. Get any closer and I'll hit you with a corrosive bomb. Killed 2 looters today already. You want to test me?
Whoa, hey, we're no outlaws. We're friends.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Well, we found where the outlaws are camped.
Good lord. There aren't that many of us here. How many have already died in this fighting? Okay, let's see. Oh, man. Neither way looks great. I mean, they're both going effectively perpendicular directions to the direction we needed to go. Okay. Let's try heading southwest, I guess.
Keep expecting outlaws to jump out at us. The outlaws have tech set up over there.
Battling the local wildlife, it looks like.
Cora, you like numbers, contingencies, all that. We're going to make it here, aren't we?
I hope so.
It'd be pretty stupid to come all this way just to fail.
True.
Cool. Good to know.
A group of registered criminals has gathered salvage ahead, Pathfinder.
There's an interesting landscape here. Gotta be getting close
now. This is the location from the Spender bit, Pathfinder.
Yep.
Anti-vehicular mines ahead. It's best to proceed on foot.
Yeah.
Outlaws. Maybe friends of Spender.
Uh-oh. We got company!
That's not company! That's the Pathfinder!
Spender must have blabbed. Let's get out of here!
Quick,
get on the shuttle!
Interesting.
Hurry up!
What the? No, wait! Don't leave us!
Left without them.
The bastard left us!
Of course he did!
What the hell do we do now?
I guess we fight.
This fight is not going well for them. Whoa! Is that it? I think that's it. Let's see. Datapad. To William Spender from undisclosed recipient. Spender, we received your supplies, but I'm not sure how you expect us to keep the pressure on the Krogan. It's half of what you promised. Maybe we can throw rations at them? I'm starting to think trusting you was a bad idea. Have you even used the scrambler I gave you? I bet it's just lying around your quarters or something. You've got a title. That means power. Use it. Aron.
So Spender's been sneaking goods from the Nexus to these exiles. Why?
This Aron seems concerned about something hidden in Spender's apartment on the Nexus. The datapad mentions a scrambler, which would explain the state of the file in the security archives. I highly recommend finding it.
So, find the scrambler, nail Spender. Check.
Alright. Let's loot this. And let's get back to the Tempest. I just noticed that there's a mineral like right next to us here, so figured we'd grab that while we're here. Element 0. Alright. Also, what's... No, we'll come back for that. We're here specifically for Spender. Alright. Back to the Tempest.
Welcome back. Now, orbiting Kadara.
Alright. Let's get back to the Nexus. Alright, now I assume that Spender's room is somewhere here in this area. Here we go.
Sam, anyone nearby?
Negative, Pathfinder. The vicinity is clear of all personnel. There is a blank spot in your vicinity, Pathfinder.
What do you mean?
I cannot see part of the room, for lack of a better term.
Let's check this out. A formal letter to Tan. Director Tan, I'm writing to request an official review of Nakmor Kesh's suitability as Nexus Superintendent. The Krogan indeed helped suppress the mutiny by those we now dub exiles. However, given the Krogan's conduct during the uprising and their decision to leave the Nexus after their requests for more authority were denied, it's not hard to see Kesh's current position as a conflict of interest. I understand it may be politically beneficial to keep a Krogan on staff, for optics if not for diplomacy, but for one of them to hold the power of a superintendent, given their brethren's negative opinion of us, is frankly playing with fire. It is my opinion, as an experienced public servant, that Kesh should be placed in a role where she can do less damage, perhaps in charge of the archives. Sincerely, William Spender, Assistant Director of Colonial Affairs. What an ass. Ooh, look at that. Gonna steal his initiative fighter model.
Wait, is that what I think it is?
That model ship was declared missing from inventory 6 months ago. Pathfinder, are you putting the box back?
No.
Finders keepers.
Okay, Nexus report on Krogan colony. Colony name New Tuchanka. Location Elaaden. Estimated population 700 plus. About 1,200 Krogan came to Andromeda. Key people, Nakmor Morda, leader. Jorgel Strux, potential agitator. Nakmor Drak, initiative freelancer, grandfather of Nakmor Kesh. The colony is thriving by Krogan standards. They are storing water and have enough to be self-sufficient. They have time for entertainment. There is a fighting pit, a distillery, even a greenhouse where they appear to be growing plants in an attempt to sustain the colony long term. This is spearheaded by a botanist named Vorn. The Krogan built their colony in the side of a sinkhole. Some construction materials were apparently taken from the Nexus. Other materials are locally sourced. The compound is heavily guarded, and it is difficult to get in unless you are a Krogan. Okay. Let's see. Seems very interested in the Krogan.
Kesh, I'm not sure what we can do here. We've got the system stabilized for now, but we're going to need to reroute power soon. We could lose some stasis pods if we don't.
Okay. I remember hearing something about that.
The datapad is password locked. Shall I run a decryption?
Not yet.
Not sure if violation of privacy is warranted here.
Very well.
We'll come back to that. Let's see.
Meeting notes for Director 10. Engineering has requested resources we don't have yet again. In particular, repairs to non-essential systems. I'm having doubts in Kesh's ability to prioritize tasks appropriately.
Okay, another data pad. Supplies ready for shipment. Medical supply crate 2. Ration crates 5. Map, toy pistols, surveyor camera, battery cells, and 2,000 credits. What is that all about?
Rebreather components, power cells, dried food.
Scanning the labels, many of these boxes were reported missing.
Why are they stored in a liquid tote? Anyway.
How to rise through the ranks and the path to quick promotions.
Let's see, there's also the terminal. Regarding advice for aspiring community leader, to Sal Taylor from William Spender. Sal, I appreciate you taking the time to reach out to me. I'm always happy to give advice to junior colonists interested in a future in politics. My advice is my father's. Just before I shipped off to Andromeda, he said, always help the little guy, but also help the guy with their boot on that little guy's neck. To get to where I am, you have to try to please everyone. This will ensure you will always be right with someone. Air filters from Markesh. Spinner, Del Jasson told me you denied her request for properly functioning air filters. Do you realize how important it is to keep the staff healthy and working? I can't understand why you try to block this. It's getting to the point where I need to talk to Addison about your conduct. I'm sorry, but this is getting ridiculous. Kesh. From Foster Addison, Bill, come see me. We need to talk. Foster. Okay. To undisclosed recipient from William Spender. A. For someone so paranoid, it's funny that you would title your email Paper Trail and sign it with your own name. Why not just Evidence? Of course I've held on to proof of our agreement. You're in exile, aren't you? I need some leverage for when you finally decide to turn on me. No one's finding anything. I doubt anyone even cares to look. S. I'm assuming that's Spender. Okay, I think we're going to have to hack into this.
The datapad is password locked. Shall I run a decryption?
Seems worth the risk. Do it.
Accessing audio logs.
Personal notes 1.
Play the first one.
10 is starting to get along with Vetra's replacement a little too well. Better do something about it.
Okay.
Play the second one.
Remind Addison that the Krogan all left. Keep her unhappy.
Okay.
Play the third one.
Stay away from what's-his-face in charge of the first colony. If he thought I was messing with Addison, he could be serious trouble.
Alright.
Thanks, Sam.
That didn't have what we needed. Is there something here?
Interference is preventing scanner function. You will need to rely on more basic means to search these quarters.
Oh, wait, there it is.
What's this?
I cannot scan what you're holding, Pathfinder. It's somehow blocking me, as a scrambler might.
Sounds like a job for a comms expert.
Alright, let's go find this person.
We can celebrate. This is HNS.
There they are.
Pathfinder, what can I do for you?
I'm about to ask something, and I need you to just smile and look casual.
Smiling and looking casual. Check.
I found this thing somewhere on station. I need to know what it does exactly.
Sure, I could... Wait. This is a scrambler unit. These things are illegal. Where did you get this?
Keeping it quiet for now. You'll find out when the time is right.
Or when I hack this scrambler for you, eh?
Can you prove who's been using it? Solid proof.
You bet. You could hack through every security wall we have of this thing. There's a reason they're illegal. Sorry, smiling, casual.
Let me know when you're done.
Yes, sir.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
Okay, it tells us to go back and talk to Drac on the Tempest. I really hope this guy doesn't end up dead. Alright, so we have...
Pathfinder, Drac wants to see you.
Right, I thought we had email as well, though. Yes, we do. Krogan Colony Heist. From Drac to Ryder. Kid, need to talk to you about the Krogan Colony. Something's up. I'll be in the galley. Well, yeah. Stolen Nexus goods from Anonymous. Pathfinder Ryder, I'm the one who was storing the supplies around the Nexus for delivery to Kadara. They were intended for hard-working and downtrodden exiles just trying to survive. The initiative cast them out with almost no regard to their future. Whole families, many of whom were barely implicated in the revolts, or left because they couldn't bear to be separated from loved ones. I was able to make several deliveries before you took it upon yourself to shut the pipeline down, enough to buy them some time to hopefully get back on their feet. I've left my post on the Nexus and joined these disenfranchised people. I wanted you to know that this was done out of concern and caring, not avarice or greed. Please don't take it out on the people of Kadara. Good luck to you. Well, that was nice. I mean, I say that was nice because I was expecting to be attacked in that. Let's see. Something suspicious. From Sidera Nix. Dear Pathfinder, this is Sidera, Vetra's sister, but everyone calls me Sid. I know this isn't following protocol because who am I to contact the Pathfinder through their personal console, right? But I know Vetra will tell me I'm overreacting, and I swear I wouldn't do this unless I thought it was something serious. There's just stuff going on here that doesn't really add up, and people are getting hurt. It's hard to explain. Can we talk in person? I'm in operations. Thanks. Okay. I blame you. Two-rider from Gil. You know the guy Bailey you ran into in the Nexus? Whatever you said to him, he decided to reach out to me. Gil, I hope you are well. Our time working together on Nexus was invigorating, and I'm sure you're invigorating your colleagues on the Tempest now. I envy them and your Pathfinder, but I suppose the work you're doing now and the pioneers you're supporting need and probably deserve to be invigorated more than the rest of us. Snip. It drones on for like 6 pages like that before he asks me if I'd like to get a drink. I feel invigorated now, don't you? I was going to say, he does use invigorated a lot in that. Let's go find Drac, and then probably head back to the Nexus. I wish we could just get on board the ship without taking off. That wasn't a thing back in the original trilogy.
You wanted to talk?
Ryder, I need your help with something.
Okay, out with it. You've clearly got something on your mind.
One of our botanists, Hart, called up in a panic. A colony transport has been stolen.
It's a transport. Can't you just replace it?
It's not the transport. It's what's on it. Our seed vault. One of a kind. Without that vault, things get complicated. Krogan children need the nutrients in those plants to survive. Even one clutch of babies hatch before we get the stuff synthesized. The effects would be permanent.
So what do you need from me?
I'm gonna find those thieves and get the vault back. Be nice to have you along.
Aren't the transports protected by passcodes? And how do you steal anything from a Krogan?
First thing Hart checked. Looks like some old authorization codes weren't erased. He was working in the transport and stepped out for 2 seconds. The thieves walked right in and flew off.
Of course I'm in. Whatever you need.
I knew I could count on you. Hark's waiting for us at the colony on Elaaden. He's tracking down the transport beacon. He'll have the location ready for us on arrival.
Good. We'll find the transport track. Don't worry.
I'll hold you to that, Ryder. Hey. Thanks. I owe you one.
Don't be silly. That's what friends are for.
So that's part of getting Spender, is going after these seeds? Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to do it, but that's weird that this is the same quest. Take a look at the journal here. Alright, I guess we've got to go do that now. I was really expecting to be done on the Nexus, just head back to the Nexus now, but... Alright, I guess we're heading to Elaaden. We're gonna have multiple planets open at once, because nothing seems to be corresponding to my original structure of going after the cat, going after the vault, and then going after all the secondary stuff. So I guess we're gonna leave things open on Kadara for the moment and head on over to Elaaden. Alright. May as well actually explore the system now. We got, well, that's the radiation trail we were tracking, but let's go to H315. I like how it shows this stuff initially, but then hides it again. H315's day is long enough and its atmosphere thin enough that its temperature can plummet at night. At either extreme, it should be considered hazardous. Okay. Let's see, next in is Elaaden, so we'll go after Dubrachi. Interesting looking world.
Anomaly on sensors.
Okay, what do we got? Looks like a river.
Deploying probe.
Or a canyon?
Anomaly found.
Crevasse. This narrow canyon is startlingly deep. A river of magma rich with minerals runs at the base, and ancient technology, possibly old Angaran facilities, line the walls. This must be the source of the planet's element 0. Interesting. Okay. I'm not sure how that's the thing. I mean, element 0 usually comes out of supernovas, but... Anyway, Dubrachi's nickel and cobalt surface defies the planet's intense heat to remain solid. Trace readings of element 0 are present, but are difficult to pinpoint. Well, I guess that's what the crevasse is that they're talking about there. Oh, okay. I get it. They weren't saying that that's the source of it, like it's not making it, but that's where it is, and that's why we're detecting it. Okay, that makes more sense. Up next. What's this here? Oh yeah, the asteroid that we saw. Graphite deposit. This ultra-dense asteroid contains carbonaceous buildup around a metal core composed of an unknown alloy. It's highly likely that this was part of an artificial structure centuries ago, remnant technology, or something entirely new. It looks like a big rock, not much like an artificial structure. Let's see. Gorgorna.
Anomaly on sensors.
Looks like a
Probes
mineral
launched.
deposit.
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Copper. Okay. The radiation of the Zabre sun keeps much of Gorgorna molten at all times. Oceans of magma thwart all but the fiercest attempts at exploration. Surface temperature of 1900 degrees Celsius. Wow, that is a hot star there. Alright, let's see. Let's get back out to Elaaden. If I remember correctly, Elaaden is itself quite hot, but not like that. A moistureless, sweltering landscape covered by a large number of cover-subsistent sinkholes. I'm not sure what that means. Elaaden still supports life to a limited degree. The fledgling Krogan colony of New Tuchanka is here, along with what appears to be abandoned mining facilities, scattered outposts, and camps. Alright, why don't we go ahead and land?
Sam, send Callow the nav point provided by our Krogan contact. Drac, we're landing on Elaaden to rendezvous with Jorgal Strux.
On my way.
I like that they do these like little fancy maneuvers that are completely unnecessary but look really cool. Like, why did we start upside down, flip right side up, and then flip back
Where
upside
is this
down?
meeting place exactly?
Called the Paradise. Middle of nowhere as far as I can tell.
Paradise is different for a Krogan.
Man, look at that. Whoa.
Remnant starship?
That is quite a landscape.
Only 41% exposed. I will gather what information I can, Pathfinder.
That's only 41% of the ship? Holy crap! The environmental artist did amazing work in this game.
Who lives here besides the Krogan?
Scavengers with nothing to lose. Criminals chucked out of Kadara.
Gonna be interesting.
I'm gonna head to the colony, smooth the waters.
Alright. Let's see. Where's the Nomad? I don't see it. Is there a nearby drop point? Yeah, okay.
eyes. It's
Holy
really,
crap.
Really bright.
Just being out in the sunlight.
Really bright.
Not a ship, not mine. Where's the water?
Oh, it's not even... Okay, yeah, it is.
Not a ship, not mine.
This is weird. If you're not in the shade, you're being cooked. Man, this is quite a world.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
We'll check in on the other secondary stuff next time, just like we didn't pick up the stuff in Kadara. 50 degrees Celsius.
Mining zones in this region are available, Puff.
Okay, preset viability metrics mismatch. Habitat 2 does not match initiative pre-flight profiles. Advanced predictives are no longer applicable. Parameters require 83% rework. Habitat 2, Elaaden. Discovered, attributed to Trudy Jones, AI exogeology. Orbital data on board, spectrographic profiles working, geosounding working. Alert, extreme weather conditions, outpost deployment not recommended. You're kidding. We don't want to cook the colonists immediately. Let's call down the Nomad, if I can find that thing. There it is.
So, Elaaden. Charming so far. What do we got? Besides the sand.
The remnant monolith suggests this was indeed supposed to be a golden world. It also suggests the presence of a vault. Additionally, here is the large derelict remnant ship that we saw as we landed.
Hopefully abandoned?
Scans indicate it is not. The site is active with scavengers and remnant bots. Here, scavengers have taken over an abandoned camp between the two. In this direction, located in one of the planet's sinkholes, is New Tuchanka, the Krogan colony.
Sinkholes. Sounds fun.
Not really. Elaaden is tidally locked to its sister moon and that gas giant above. This side of the moon never cools. Getting trapped in a sinkhole without shelter would mean certain death, as one's blood would boil in 75 seconds.
Wow.
And on that cheery note, let's head for the climate-controlled paradise of the Nomad.
Okay. Let's check the map. It's actually not that far from here.
PB, just so you know, I'm not stealing anyone's culture. Fighting with the Asari commandos changed how I think. It was meant to.
My, aren't we defensive today?
Yeah, I'm defensive. The Council ran that program specifically so species would integrate. It might save lives.
I guess it's faster than waiting.
It's amazing that they have trees out here that look anything like trees. Surviving in this environment.
Are within acceptable limits.
Look ahead. The scavengers dug...
Morta and her clan still hate the Nexus. Guess you should never make a Krogan angry.
It's amazing they managed to set up any kind of working colony on this hellscape.
They're Krogan. They can live anywhere.
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
Alright.
I think we're coming close to the Krogan colony.
Let's check the... You're kidding. You think we're getting close? Let's check the terminal. Multiple deployment coordination. Let's see. Planet name Elaaden, origin Angaran. Planet type Moon. Natural satellite of planet name here, gas giant. Climate hot arid. Extreme heat detected. Tidal gravitation effects detected. Humidity 5%. Surface H2O non-existent. How did the Krogan manage to collect it then? Maybe they drilled for it. Anyway, though, let's see. Loadout. Alright, I decided to switch things over to get us to have Drac on our team. Let's find Hark.
Move along. No outsiders. He's with me, human Pathfinder.
Drac. It's been a while.
Name's Ryder. Drac's been running with us since we met on Eos.
Huh. Nexus sent you begging us to come back? Shut it, Breck.
Don't make me headbutt you. I absolutely will.
Tougher than you look. All right, go ahead. I'll spread the word so Morda knows you're here. Good.
Okay. Now, I'd love to check on the other things here, because Yeah, it looks like there's a few other things we could do here, but
Pathfinder must think he's
we're here to get after. We're here to get after Spender.
Saw the worm
So
bust straight through an old ship. Not a scratch on it.
wait, where is down below?
It was an accident. The terminal with Dr. O'Keefe's data was right.
I just heard them talk about Dr. O'Keefe. He was the one who created Grunt.
I'm leaving. No way this colony will make it.
You know, come on. You have nowhere to go. Pretty wild out there.
Heard Sloan.
They'll kill you.
Wait, it's still down below?
Right size.
just scabs being
You hear Gorak and his team
What about worm they're talking about fighting? Did they maybe bring Thresher Maws with them? I really hope they did not bring Thresher Maws with them. Oh man, can you imagine?
Drac, sir, you're here. Settle down a second, Ark.
Sorry, this is just more excitement than I'm used to. I tracked the stolen transport to one of Elaaden's moons. You need to take your ship. Nothing we've got has stealth.
How did they steal the transport?
I had the security system off while I was transferring a new sample and, well, they snuck in from the far side. Morda thinks Vorn took transport for a sample run. I didn't tell her otherwise.
If she finds out what really happened, she'll fry your quads over a bonfire.
I know. Thank you so much for helping me.
Let's go.
My coordinates should drop you just close enough to sneak in.
What are we walking into?
A group of Nexus exiles. They're hiding out in an old complex up there.
Nexus exiles. Friends of yours, Drac?
We made a lot of friends during the mutiny. Guess we'll find out.
Interesting little creatures.
Let's keep our visit a surprise as long as possible.
Until we shoot them all. Right, Ryder?
Yes, Drac. Until we shoot them all.
This place is a dump.
Exactly what I'd expect from a pirate hideout.
Yeah, well, you've been hanging around the wrong pirates. They don't even have a lookout on the back door.
Most people wouldn't complain.
Be nice to have some kind of challenge. It's the least they could do, making us come all the way out here to kick their sorry asses.
Over there. Guessing that's the colony's transport?
Yeah, that's it. The seed vault better still be on board.
And if it's not?
I'd tear this place and everyone in it apart until we find it.
Okay, here's a question.
It's a plan.
If there's a world where we're not being cooked and where there's rain falling, why are they not making their colony here? Second question, where is the rain falling from? There are no clouds.
Pirate hideouts. They're a dump no matter what galaxy you're in.
Told you so. These guys are barely worth the ammo. You shouldn't have jacked our transport. I've had better fights in my sleep.
I'm sure things will pick up. They always pick up.
Now would be nice.
Alright, security status. Current security status medium. Issuer Abel Bryant. Moonyard Super. Margot and the strike team successfully stole a large transport from the Krogan colony on Elaaden. Huge thing, just like the boss said. Contents include weapons and seeds currently docked at Moonyard B. Boss is on site to see what's salvageable. While the transport is docked, security status remains at medium. The Krogan may want it back. Yeah, they do. Let's see what we have here. There we go. Container. Armor.
That seed vault better be intact when we find it.
How do they... this kind of a structure this size makes sense in the Milky Way galaxy, but like, did the Angara build this thing? Because there's no way that the pirates set this thing up in less than like a year.
Sam, can you clear up that comm signal?
I will attempt to do so.
It's like we built it to make it be really shoddy.
Aron, we got a problem.
Oh.
Get it together! Stop them!
Aron, huh? This was Spender's contact.
Wait, did I hear a roll?
Yeah, think Spender's involved?
It'll explain how they got the codes to the transport. Aron, we're gonna have a friendly little chat, you and I.
Did you guys not notice your boss just running off, leaving you to die?
I'll teach him a thing or two about how to hold it. About time they got organized.
You get way too happy when people shoot at you. A lot of interference down here.
Find your quads yet?
Good stealth there.
Shit, come on. How about you learn to aim first? You could do better than that. This is just sad.
I like his commentary on this. Oof. He exploded in flames.
Better at this.
Says you. You have no idea what you're in for.
Oop. Get some sort of tote here with Omnigel and lithium inside of it. What is it I'm supposed to be scanning here? Oh. Locked gate. Gotta find another power source, I guess. Guess that's what's gonna be over here. Can I go back over that way?
Refinery. Been centuries since I've seen anything like this.
Centuries, huh?
Sometimes I forget how young you are.
So, again, who set up the ore refinery, and how... Do the Angaran just happen to set them up in such a way that they are almost identical to the ones that made in the Milky Way?
Stop hiding and...
I know I probably shouldn't be focusing on this, but I have to wonder.
Someone's trying the emergency channel.
Let's worry about it when we're not being shot at.
Oh, okay. I was not expecting that last guy to die so as he did. Let's see. Some sort of train track here?
Over there. I see a path on the other side.
Good lord. He is so freaking strong.
They're falling back to the building.
Like that's gonna help. Hello? Can you hear me out there? I know that voice. It's our botanist, Vorn. Pathfinder, Drac, it's you. No wonder the pirates said they need reinforcements.
Why are you here?
I was on the ship doing inventory when the pirates stole it. It happened so fast I couldn't warn anyone. Right, quit messing around and get down here. I would, but I had to lock myself in one of the containers to keep them away. Pretty sure they want me dead right now.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Of course they're warming up for liftoff. We don't have time for this.
Guess they figured out why we're here.
We can't let them get away. Colony's doomed without the vault on that transport.
They're hunkering down. Ready for a fight?
Transport or Vorn. We've got to make a move here.
Oh. Ah!
You know what the colony needs. Just point us in the right direction, and we'll get things done.
We need the seed vault, but it's useless without the kid.
Then we go get him.
Vorn, we're headed your way.
Man.
That doesn't look so steady.
It'll hold.
You sure?
Pathfinder, if you don't make it in time, could you give Kesh my love, please? Don't be stupid. Of course we'll make it in. Wait, what did you just say?
The horn signal is closer.
10,000 credits for the close.
Got him, I think. Let's keep on moving.
Back in my day, Grogan asked for permission before they went in and started courting. They didn't just hop into things without...
Ah, damn.
Tyrone! Get over here so we can talk.
I don't think so, Krogan. Stealing a transport was just step one. We're gonna destroy everything you care about.
There's only one thing getting destroyed here today, and that's you. And this place. And also your boss. And probably your entire crew. So a lot of things are getting destroyed here, actually, and all of them are yours. We find Vorn, then the transport, then I deal with the vault.
You never mentioned Vorn.
Useless. 25,000 crab botanist. Kid's real good at making things grow. But he has no survival instincts at all. Miracle he made it to adulthood.
Alright, let's see. Go up here to move forward? No, I don't think so. Well, we do have to go up, though. It's telling us that. Okay, so what way to go up? No, that's graded. Man, it's freaking dark and I'm trapped behind things. Okay, maybe I do have to go up here? No?
This place really is falling apart.
So long as it doesn't fall apart while we're in it.
Oh, I haven't gathered research on the pirates. Oh, wait, there's... okay, how did I not see the door over here?
Bourne's comm signal is up there.
I'm in the container on the right. Wait, my right. Your left.
There we go.
Hi, guys. Let's go. Watch out! No!
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. What were you thinking? Why would you do something like that? He was going to shoot you. The colony can survive just fine without me. But without you and what's in your full head, there's no future for our people. You're always talking like you're expendable, but you're not. We need you. You're not just some old soldier. We know what we lost because you lived it. I need to get some stuff before we go. You talk to him.
You do tend to get a little reckless in combat when things get personal.
I won't let anything happen to my clan, Ryder.
You won't be much good to them if you're dead.
Quads, not you too. We don't have time for this. We have a transport to get.
What is that?
I'm ready to go. You stay right here. I'm not telling Kesh you died like an idiot. Yeah, this'll do. Incoming!
Good lord.
Hi.
How thick was that
Track.
that plate wall there?
Still on the transport. I hit
It's
the
like
locks
3 inches
before they
thick.
caught me. Good thinking with those locks, Bourne. Thank you, sir. Don't get too cocky. You still got caught. Yes, sir.
40,000, seriously, please! Why are they
The road's starting to sound a little desperate.
Yeah, well, it sucks to be him right now.
Sure does.
I see you, sniper. There we go. Maybe I'm relying too much on Biotic, but they're so much fun.
They're still trying.
Gotta make sure I keep scanning these guys. I think we're good. Alright.
Looks like a mech suit.
Not gonna be much.
There's the transport. Bourne, override the controls and keep the docking clamps shut. We'll cover you.
Okay.
Never mind the bounty, just kill them all!
I'm sure they're coming this way.
Hard to get a good shot in this rain.
What the hell? What just happened to those Audi? Whoa. Who's over here? You!
Transport still there?
For now.
I think
There
they're
we
running
go.
up.
Tanner, we killed them all.
Interesting.
Looks like we spoke too soon.
Finally, something I can sink my rounds into.
One of the original 4.
Guess they weren't all broken.
They will be soon.
Whoa! 2 of them. Okay.
Where were they hiding you?
Wow. Oh, time to move. I don't even know where the other one is right now. But there's only about to be only the other one, so.
One down.
I damaged this one early on. You know, back in Mass Effect 2, these would have been heavy weapons crates. Probably not the best place to hide in the middle of a fight behind a bunch of explosives. No more mechs. Oop. There we go.
All that's left now is a roam. Over here, guys.
Let's get him.
Looks like we're done here.
Don't move.
You,
I'm taking this transport.
Arone, you don't know what you're doing.
I know exactly what I'm doing, Pathfinder. Don't you worry.
Here we go.
I'm not the one you need to worry about right now.
Oh, crap. What is that?
Here we go.
Oh, just wait. Oh, my God.
Wait, why are we getting closer?
Don't come any
Seriously.
closer. It'll affect anyone who isn't Krogan. It's pretty strong stuff. Time to take out the trash. My first live specimen test. Doesn't last long, but it sure works fast.
You wouldn't dare! You're just bluffing!
Did you really just say that?
No, wait! No, don't let me go!
We need to know what Spender's up to. Besides, there's gotta be a line somewhere.
Figured you'd say that. Fine. Take him back to the Nexus it is. It's still not nearly as fun as dropping it.
I'll take your word for it.
I'll tell you everything I know.
Shut up, you quadless little shit. We're letting you live. For now. Let's get this transport back to where it belongs. You're not expendable, Drac. We are not having this conversation.
I don't know. No harm hearing him out.
I hate you all. Let me be old and cranky in peace already. New Tachanka. Thanks for helping me get the colony transport back, Ryder. Of all the stupid things.
That's life on the frontier for you.
You should have just let me kill Aron. Would have been simpler, safer.
He's more useful alive than dead.
Makes sense, I suppose. I can still kill him later.
Exactly.
I can't wait to nail Spender to the wall.
Sooner or later, we'll take him down. Just like Aron.
Hopefully sooner. I have plans for him. Oh, listen to me, Ryder. You've been around me long enough to realize this. The fact is, I'm a relic, a symbol of the past, when Krogan were bent on destroying themselves. Fighting, killing, it's all I know. For my clan, for Kesh to have a real future, maybe it's best I'm not part of it.
Fighting is pretty useful out here, in case you hadn't noticed.
So, the old man still has some use, you think? Just remember who you're encouraging.
Alright, we got his loyalty. Okay. I think we can go after Spender now. I mean, well, we have to talk to Aron. Let's see here. Return to Nexus Control. They probably have figured out what's going on with that scrambler. So I guess... Well, actually, can I just fast travel back to the Tempest? Alright.
Ryder.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Alright, I guess we need to do that first. But I think we figured out that Aron's been hired by Spender to destabilize the Krogan, and that's why they stole the seed vault. Drinks! To Ryder from Drac. Hey kid, now that we've got the transport back, maybe let's take a load off. Spring by Crawler's song next time we're in Kadara Port. The bartender's getting to be a friend of mine. She'll mix you up something that'll strip paint. Drac. Okay. Next time we're in Kadara then. Let's get back to the Nexus though. Alright, let's get back to Nexus Control.
Pathfinder, this is Nexus Control. I've decrypted the scrambler you found. Sending you the information now.
Good job. Pathfinder out.
Wait,
Sam?
Received, Pathfinder. The scrambler contains all the evidence necessary to incriminate Spender.
Alright.
I'm sorry, Lana.
Alright, here we go. Unscrambled exchange. W. Spender. I armed you, gave Calyx the chance he needed to take down Tan. What have you done for me? A Tau. I covered your tracks. You made Calyx think you were with us, but you were the one who woke up Morda. We both know you were hedging your bets, making sure we saw you as an ally if we actually did take the Nexus. W. Spender. I didn't choose to wake up Morda, they made me. A Tau. If I went to your boss with what I've seen, you'd be out of a job. Hell, you'd be in jail, or out here with us. W. Spender. So this is blackmail then. Smart. You'll get your supplies, Aron. Just know I'm saving this conversation. A Tau, so am I.
Drac will want to see this.
Okay, gotta talk to Drac first. I guess we get everybody together before we go after Spender and make sure he knows he's done.
I'm worried about this place if they can't find you.
Then we defend the station. It's all we can do here. You just keep the Pathfinder safe and the Ket busy. And be careful out there. I only have one of you.
You have to hope that they're building some sort of defense fleet, but anyway.
We've got everything we need on Spender.
I've been waiting for this moment for nearly a year. Ready?
Let's go confront Spender.
Be nice to bring his head back to Morda on a pike, you know, as a gift.
I'm seriously tempted to let you do that.
You better not be joking, because I absolutely will.
I didn't have a choice. Aron said they'd kill me.
You helped the mutineers, Spender. That was a choice right there.
All you had to do was ask for help. Instead, you put everyone else at risk to save yourself.
Please, incriminate yourself further. Tell us everything they made you do.
What do you know, Pathfinder? You weren't there during the mutiny.
You're done now, buddy, and with any luck, they'll give you to me.
Everything the Pathfinder's saying is true. Here's the proof.
A scrambler packed with logs and credit transfers to exiles.
This has been going on since the mutiny. He's been altering files, stealing supplies, communicating with them.
We have a confession from Aron, one of the exiles. Aron. On the record this time.
We've been working with Spender since the mutiny. He armed us, and now he keeps us supplied. As long as we keep heat on the Krogan. I don't know why he hates them, but he really hates them.
Nah. I can't even begin to fathom the damage he's responsible for.
Like your hands are clean, Kandros? We all wanted the Krogan gone. I just made it easier. The exiles think I work for them, just like you think I work for you. That's what real politics looks like.
Right under our noses. God damn it, Spender!
I mean, Addison definitely could have done a better job here. She's his boss.
The Krogan are gone. Spender forced their hand. And you let him do it.
Damn it. Damn it! Tan was on my ass about the Krogan so much, I let myself be blind to Spender.
You're getting a chance to fix this now.
Let's start with taking our side when my clan tries to negotiate a better deal with Tan. You need us, and frankly, we need you.
You're right. I'll back you up. We'll do it right this time.
So, what about him?
I don't know, exile is pretty much a death sentence, because I feel like they're going to go after him. Let's put him in jail.
Lock him up. He won't be the last, but he'll make a fine example.
Yeah,
You're just gonna throw me in a cell?
Could be worse. We could throw you off the station. Think about that for a moment.
Thanks, Ryder. You have no idea how glad I am this business is settled.
All right. We finally took Spender down. Man, that guy was an ass. Entirely doing everything for himself, but making everything worse for everybody else in the process. There's a way to, like, get ahead while helping other people and having them like you. Like, there's no reason you have to destroy everything in order to rise to the top. Alright, let's get back to the Tempest.
Hello?
Hello? Okay. Let's check the email. Nothing there. Alright. So, in the next video we're going to head back to Kadara, and we're going to find that woman that escaped the Nexus with a disease, with that extremely contagious and lethal disease that then ended up flying across the cluster. So, again, next time, Kadara Port, we'll find her, we'll see what else we can do with, I mean, if that takes like 10 minutes, then we'll figure something else out to do there. Go to the bar with Drac, something like that. We'll see what we can do. Anyway, this has been the Irresolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.